Hey everybody, it's Speaker Shay Grace coming to you with another video assignment from one of my branding coaches. And the assignment is to make a video and use a quote. Well, here's the quote I'm going to share with you. You probably have heard this already, but it's called, or it is, if there is no enemy within, the enemy outside can do us no harm. Let me say that again. If there is no enemy within, the enemy outside can do us no harm. Now, what that means to me is if I have good, positive, healthy thoughts about myself and my abilities and my worthiness and my self-esteem and my talents and everything that makes me who I am, if I'm feeling good about that, there is nothing nobody can say or do that will take me away from that knowing. So that to me is what that quote means. If there is no enemy within, the enemy without can do us no harm. I tell you, I used to have an enemy. His name was depression. Okay, I don't know if you ever met that dude before, but that motherfucker is a bad boy. You cannot let depression stay around long, okay? But depression was inside of me being my enemy. He was my enemy within. And I can look at a myriad of things and determine, how I got depression, when I was younger. But a lot of it came from poor programming. And it may be the case with you, whether it's from your peers or your parents or your teachers or church. For me, it was church. A lot of religious dogma that played into the negative beliefs that I wasn't enough, that I was all born in sin, and shaped in iniquity, and there was no good thing that dwelleth in the flesh, and that I was going to be judged, and I was never righteous enough, and the only way the litmus test for my righteousness was how much I was struggling, how much pain and calamity, and how much the devil was fucking with me. Okay, when my life was in calamity, the church saw that as, ooh, you must be holy because the devil was fighting you. Go ahead and type amen down there if you heard that at church. Well, that is mental programming that creates the enemy within. And like I said, in my case, it was depression. I just felt like I wasn't worthy, like I wasn't going to be measuring up. And every time something bad happened, it's like, wow, God must not love me. Something else bad is happening. And I went on for years suffering under crazy dogma. Is anybody feeling me? Creating the enemy within. Wow. What I do know is I've been able to turn all of that around. I've been able to get a much bigger, better perspective of God in me. And a better perspective of what should be in my mind, more healthy thoughts. And through that, I've been able to build myself up and help other people build themselves up. A lot of times you hear me on these videos talking about skills, gifts, and talents and monetize them. And I put programs out and I help people to monetize their talents and gifts. I help people overcome obstacles. My latest program is how to get lunch breakthroughs in your own business working a 9 to 5. And it's a great program. It's a private group program. Of course, it's paid. But I help people do something every day on their lunch break with their skill or their talent to move it into a business or some kind of money-making venture, whether they want to leave their job or not. And sometimes people say, I don't have a talent. You don't have a talent, but you have a testimony. Just like I had a testimony. I had to learn how to overcome depression and shift my thinking about myself so I can shift my reality. And so it wasn't a service or a product. It was a testimony. I was still able to make it into a product. And that's what I teach in this program, how to get lunch break breakthroughs in your own business. For instance, when I was going through all that church dogma and reworking my mind, thank God for some counselors. Matter of fact, there was this one counselor that gave me a book, and the book was called When God Becomes a Drug. It was you need to get that. But through my pain and through my discovery of crawling from the bowels of depression, I was able to document that journey and document the steps that I took to get out of depression, out of suppression, out of oppression, out from under the spirit of suicide. See, I understand what it means to be depressed. I understand what it feels like to not measure up religiously speaking and otherwise. And because I tapped within and got the wisdom and knowledge on how to overcome it, I was able to get it recorded. And that's why I came up with this program, moving from depression and despair to determination and discipline. Look at that. It's a 2-CD set that you can listen to, and yeah, it's got scriptures, and yeah, it's got prayer power. I don't know why you can never see these things on the video. Anyway, yeah, but it's from a testimony. So your testimony, you overcome by the words of your testimony, can be turned into a product or a service, which you can now monetize. So listen, I want to gift you for watching this video. I'm going to give you a free training. I'm going to give you the first 8 steps you can take on your next 8 lunch breaks to begin to monetize your talent, your skill, your gift, your product, your business, or your testimony, okay? I'm going to give you a free link so you can watch that training and start moving in that direction. If you want one of these double CDs, let me know. I have a few left. I have to mail it to you. But remember the quote. If there is no enemy within, the enemy outside can do us no harm. So check your thinking. Get rid of all that negative thinking, dogma, old beliefs that no longer serve you, and watch your life turn around. And when that happens, honey, it's nothing anybody can say on the outside or nothing anybody can do on the outside that will change your resolve, that will change your destiny, that will change the plans God has for you. This is Speaker Shay Grace. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next one.